Hello, Gosia Lorenz again. I was asked some time ago to talk about attachments and how to remove all kinds of energetic attachments. So I'm going to share with you what I do, what I found to be effective, and how I do it. And you can play with it yourself, see if it works for you, see if this is something that you can maybe build upon with your own experiences. So yes, attachments are real, and there are different kinds of energetic attachments. So how I go about it, first, when I work with someone or with myself, I don't get them so often, but once in a while something shows up in my field. So when I ask of someone if this person has any energetic attachments or any negative attachments, they're called as well. And if I get a yes, and side note, you have to have some kind of yes or no. So I'm hoping you have that down already, whether if you work with pendulum or you have a really good sense of what is your yes, what is your no, and how you get your information. You can use also sway tests. So forward for yes and backwards for no. So that's kind of important. You have to have some kind of internal compass communication established already. Okay. So whether you're working on yourself or somebody professionally, or maybe you helping your family or friends. So first you have to know what is your yes and what is your no. So does this person have any energetic attachments? Yes. Okay. Yes. So then I'm sometimes when I work, it looks like it's a little sloppy and all over the place, but I always have the intention that everything is done or shows up in a order of priority. So whatever is the most important, and how I perceive it is, imagine you have maybe, a big ball of yarn and you have to find that end. So you have to start from this place and not from that place, because it's not going to work. Or when you want to unravel a big knitted sweater, you have to find the first thread. So I find what is the most important one, where I need to start, and then it kind of seems that it's maybe a more foundational energy, or maybe if I remove this or take this out, then the rest will be very easy, or maybe it will unravel itself. So I kind of check. Sometimes I get information immediately. It's a heart, or it's a solar plexus, or sometimes I just go one by one. You can do head to toe, toe to head, whatever works for you. So once I find that attachment, let's say somebody has attachment in the heart, right? Then I ask, is it in the front or is it in the back? Because they can be, there's a lot of sneaky ones in the back, especially with people like we share a past with, or maybe people that we knew before, or maybe some old relationships, and there's still someone trying to grab you as you walk away. And then there is this energetic imprint that shows up as attachment, right? So I ask, okay, let's say attachment is in the back, and then I kind of ask, what is the nature of this attachment? Because I've seen different kinds. Some of them look like just energetic cord. Some look like something more thick, like umbilical cord. That's more with like codependent relationships and somebody who's really, really needy. Sometimes I have seen something that's like literally a pipe going, that's often with like solar plexus, like your place of power, that somebody's being siphoned and sucked like by something really big. And sometimes it's something very thin and faintly. Sometimes you can have like a psychic leech. They're not cords, but this is more like an energy sucker that came from somewhere and is just sucking your energy. So then I ask how to remove it, because I know it's very common, like cord cutting when you cut, but like what is it happening with it? So before that, I ask, who is on the other end of it, and is this person the one who has the attachment to someone, or is someone else attaching to this person? So what direction does it go? Usually it's someone else who attached itself or created the cord to the person I'm working on, right? So then if we don't know, I do male or female, family, non-family. Somebody can be something from like 20 years ago, and we kind of play detective and narrow it down to like less possibilities. And the person very often knows, like if I say, okay, it's a male from maybe a long time ago, and they give me names, so they know immediately, like, yeah, I've been trying to get this person out of my life for a very long time. So okay, so we have a person. What's on the other end? Sometimes with heart, very seldom it's like mom with the child, and it's actually from the person that I work on sending the cord or having this sense of connection. They just want to keep connecting to the child. And it's not necessarily negative, but then I ask more questions. So is this something that it's really, beneficial to your child? Is it to their advantage? Is it kind to have that? Because maybe there's a controlling element to it. And very often the person says like, no, I can actually, tap into my child or be connected to the child without having that cord. Okay. So once in a while, they want to keep it. And of course, people have choice. I let them keep it. But usually it's like, you know what? No, let's get rid of it. So going back to how to remove it. So you can cut it, but make sure you take the whatever it's in you or in that person out. Sometimes there's a hook. Then we like gently unhook it. Like imagine a fish hook. So very gently we're removing it. Very often they look like roots, And what do you do with like a weed that grows? You don't want to like jerk it or cut it because the root is still there. You want to very gently remove the root with it. And the roots are very often when it's something more of parasitical nature, like and sometimes AI infiltrations. They look like they're really going deep from above, from like the crown, and they go deep. And sometimes they wire in with like a nervous system or some organs. So then you have to pull it out really gently and slowly but surely. And what do you do with it? You can have, imagine you put it in the fire, I have like this cosmic light garbage bin that anything that goes in, it's dissipated. You can throw it into the earth, and with the intention that the earth will absorb it and utilize it some other way. So there are different ways you can establish your own. You can play with it. It's all energetic, so it's your basically creativity that can create it. And I feel it because it feels like there's intensity, and then energy just lightens up, and you can take a breath. So and then you go on. Okay, is there another one? Yes. Where's another one? Solar plexus, front, back. Oh, front. Okay. So you do the same, and you do it until there's a no. When you ask, is there another attachment or cord to this person? And usually the difference is very, very palpable. People feel much lighter, their heart opens up, they can breathe better, and they can sit straighter, and they feel like a big weight fell off their shoulders, or something that was lingering from the past is gone. So it's really cool. It's really easy. I'm telling you, all these tools are really easy. You can do it. And again, this is the time when we really have to, side note again, reminding you about remembering who you are, because you came here with all these talents and abilities and actual remembrance that can be a little bit dormant. And we come here with total amnesia. We forget who we are and what we're capable of. But it's very important to now step into that and kind of own it and claim it, and no more like, I can't, I'm not sure, what am I doing? First of all, you can't do it wrong. You can't mess it up. If there's no cord where you think there is, what's going to happen? Nothing. Right? And if there is, there is going to be a difference. So trust that you can, trust that trust that you're capable, and know that you're powerful incredible creator and you create. So another good way, actually, because that was like slow, what you can do much faster way, if you trust, like if you do it for yourself, you can just turn up your light quotient in your body and energy level and frequency level. So if you raise your vibrations, if you know how, or you can ask for it to do it, just push out all these energies, because you can just ask to push out those energies and make yourself so vibrant and so highly vibrational and so light that no energy will be able to sustain itself in you that is on kind of parasitic or negative or sucking type. So you can do it, play with it, remember your intention, your energy focus is changing everything, and that's quantum reality that we're living in. And I think it's very important to be aware if you are being affected by anything, because now there's so many different chords that come into people. Oh, one thing that I want to mention is different matrices, different force fields or fields of things, whether you connect it to matrix of force field or egregor of, I don't know, single people. It can be simple as that, or unemployed people, or divorcees, or single moms. That's kind of like just social stuff, but it could be a matrix of let's say a technique or modality or school of thought that you belong to, but you're always tapping into something that is into that field that it's feeding into you, you're feeding into it. But if that thing becomes corrupted, or its vibration and frequency is not too high, it's going to start being parasitic to you. And also you can't really go beyond the consciousness and frequency of this thing. So you can see, like, am I connected to a collective or matrix of this and that? If you perceive it as maybe something not so great in your life, or negative, or like unemployed people, and then you find yourself, oh my gosh, you're in this like huge matrix of all the unemployed people. They're freaking out about losing everything, freaking out about not finding a job, and being scared, and being all not feeling so great about themselves. So pay attention to this and ask for this. You just ask to disconnect, or maybe you pull it out of you if you feel that this has been like affecting you and sucking on you. So pull it out of you or disconnect from you and just bye-bye, then you can go on your way, raising your vibrations. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Ask questions if you have, comments underneath. I'll be very grateful for it. And bye for now. Enjoy your day, and until the next time. Bye.